Technically, the game's not over, but I'm recording this after Drake London was not able to get the touchdown with 6 minutes left in the game. There's a chance, but I'm not counting on it. Geez. You know, there's a lot of issues with this team that I think people don't really want to talk about. And we'll get into Desmond Ridder in just a second, but I'll talk about what else doesn't look good for us. I have to give people credit because, you know, people always criticized me for being way too high on Arthur Smith. And I got to give you credit. Arthur Smith's play calling has been kind of sus, to say the least. Like, there's moments and flashes where he has, like, really good play calling. Like, there's times where, like, in this game, I thought he designed really good run plays for Bijan. And then there were plays where it's like, on 3rd and 1, we don't run the ball. We, like, pass. Stuff like that. And, you know, just that play that I watched on 4th and 3, they're trying to roll out and get Drake London a touchdown. But to me, I think you could have just ran it with Bijan, our best player of the game. I don't know. His play calling has been kind of sus. This offensive line, I will also give anyone credit that was maybe questioning this offensive line a little bit. This offensive line has definitely been a bit of a problem for us all year. Chris Lindstrom hasn't even been himself. So I just had to point out some of the negatives before we get into Desmond Ridder. Some of the positives is that at least Bijan Robinson looks good. Drake London looks good. Jonnu Smith is quietly pretty good for us. And honestly, our defense is not that bad this year. Like, our defense somehow keeps us in the game despite how ugly our offense can get. But there's one big, giant-ass question. Do you still believe in Desmond Ridder? I'm out on that guy. To me, I think he's garbage. I think he's trash. I have seen enough from Desmond Ridder. I do not want Desmond Ridder as my quarterback anymore. I think it's time to go to Heineke, is my honest point. Ridder has just, I don't know what positives he has. Like, he has, like, good leadership skills, I guess, and that's it. Like, as a player, I mean, you literally saw Matt Collins yelling at that guy on the sideline. I don't see it with Desmond Ridder. I don't think he's a mobile quarterback, but he's not that fast. He doesn't have a strong arm. He doesn't make good decisions. I mean, he's not a good quarterback, man. I think he's ass, and I think it's time to move on. I was never like this, you know, die on a hill, and I think Desmond Ridder is like the guy, but I at least wanted to give him a chance, and it doesn't look like we should give him any more. I think it's time. I think it's time you move on, and that is my honest takeaway. Arthur Smith has to be better. We're 2-2. We got to play the Texans next, which is going to be another challenge because CJ Stroud has been looking very good. And if the Falcons can't pass against good passing teams, I don't mean to scare you, but we could be off to a pretty rough start on our easy schedule. But anyway, rise up.